Bam! Billionaire Charlie, man, back at it again, man. Don't forget it, man. Put in your 4 quarters for the Patreon, social support for the channel, man. Or cash tag Billionaire Charlie, man. Share all the videos out there, man. I love y'all, man. But they keep on talking about me, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, man. David Gross, man. This is the thing that keep bothering me when I think about this individual, right? I'm trying to figure out, why is the rap community and people still putting their faith in this individual? Why they can't take it upon themselves to do their own investment and things of that nature? I just, when I see the whole thing with the Nipsey Hussle thing happen, I question everybody's position in this whole situation. Is we gonna believe that the gang is a gangbanger thing, or is we gonna believe the truth? You know what I'm saying? All the facts and the matter. You feel what I'm saying? And when I keep seeing all these people trying to go to this individual or putting money with this individual, and I see that all the paperwork that came from David Gross is no Nipsey Hussle name on it, man. You feel me? It's getting ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? And somebody was coming to me, man, telling me a whole lot of other stuff, man, how they felt about these different situations and scenarios, man. As we look back at the tape and look back and do our investigation of the whole situation, we keep coming back to the same thing, man. The piecing together from the film that we watch, man, it's deeper than we can ever imagine, man. And that's just true, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their opinion from Yuck Mouth, you know what I'm saying what he got to say, man. And my whole thing with him, man, is like, he afraid to even go to over there to the Marathon store. You know what I'm saying? He don't even go to his own neighborhood. But yet this individual telling everybody that they don't have a right to speak their mind or how they feel. It's a free country, freedom of speech, you know what I'm saying? This is what I say about these whole situations, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. When you look at all the cases that we seen past from the Michael Jacksons, you know what I mean, from the whole situation that happened with Prince, you know what I'm saying? We got to ask questions, man, because even with the Michael Jackson thing, right? And we seen how these situations happen with him being drugged and stuff of that nature and getting too much of what he was getting too much of whatever they were trying to give him, man. Too much of, and he ended up passing away. And it seemed like the same thing happened to Prince, man. Something dealing with some medication, man. I always ask the question, man, who was involved with these situations? Then we trying to figure out, like, soon as Michael Jackson got that Beatles collection, man, that's when all the drama and chaos began to happen, man. And we understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, when I see Jay-Z buying up a whole lot of stuff, man, buying up all these different collections and stuff like that, I'm trying to figure out, did he own the Prince joint? I mean, I don't know yet, man, the rights to that yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to find that information. But like I say, man, the elites don't be playing, man. You feel me? Like, they don't be playing, bro. It was a serious issue and problem when Michael Jackson had that Beatles catalog. You know what I'm saying? That was worth a lot of money, y'all. You feel me? So when we talking about these different cases and stuff like that, we have to ask questions, man, because they are suspicious as heck, man. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna start doing. I want to do I think one of the next things I'm gonna work on gonna be that Eazy-E situation, man, because we all know, man, it's a lot of fake stuff that they've been putting out there about Eazy-E, bro. He had AIDS and this and that. My thing with that, right, is like, where was they getting all this information from? I watched the Vlad interview, and his son was saying that all the stuff that they were saying that Eazy was writing or saying, he wasn't saying none of this stuff. Somebody was just putting it down on the paper. He wasn't writing it or saying none of it. And I question a lot of things with that business, with the manager guy, the dude that had problems with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre with the paperwork and stuff like that, and people feeling like they wasn't rightly paid and he was skimming off the top type of situation. And for Eazy-E to get tired of this individual and feel like he got to do his... Cause think about it, man. It's one thing if one person say that she was taking the money, but then you got Bone Thugs and Harmony saying that they had problems. BG Knockout was like, BG Knockout and Mr. LA, the only ones that said that they didn't have no money problems with those situations like that. But Bone Thugs and pretty much everybody else in the NWA said they had little financial situations. And then Dre never signed on a contract, so he ain't really getting no screwed or nothing like that, but he was just feeling a bad vibe from signing that contract and with the type of games that he was playing. You feel me? But like I say, I really feel he played a part in that situation. Everybody talking about Suge this, Suge that. And then my man's what was his name? Mob James said they went in the office and talked to the homie and got Eazy-E wasn't even in there when they did the contracts and stuff. So the stuff that they had on the movie wasn't real. That was like some animated type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no real factual situation. See, this is why I keep coming back to, bro. Something like the NWA story with Eazy-E. Look at all the components that come together once you start getting the truth. The thing is, you have to ask questions, man, and you have to do your research because it's more to the situation. The system was designed to fool you. You know what I mean? To fool you, blind you behind the situations, man. They don't want you to know the truth about what's really going on in this world, man. It's so many things that we experiencing. Like I heard about the Martin Luther King thing, man. They said he was still alive and this and that, and the dude was put the pull over his face and all of that. And I'm reading this and I'm looking at this. I'm like, wow. It's like, that's crazy. It's the things that you don't think be going on. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Pop didn't want to be in the hospital after the situation happened in New York. You feel me? That situation happened. He wanted to get out of there because he didn't know which way or where they was coming. Like I say, when you messing with the elites and you talking and speaking your mind and you telling the truth to the people, it becomes a serious problem. Think about this, right? Dr. Sebi, right? A man that had been curing all type of diseases, allegedly, right? Curing all these diseases and all these situations, man. He died from pneumonia in jail for money going on a plane. Like, look how foolish and crazy that sound. That sound like some foolery been going on. You feel what I'm saying? And then, like I say, even like each story you start to see where I come from when I say you got to ask questions. We got to do an investigation. Because each story that I talk about, you start to see that the truth has never came to the light. It's always been covered up. Even with the Biggie thing, bro. Like the whole Biggie story. Now, I mean, every time they talk about the Biggie story, they cannot come to a conclusion of who did the hit, how the hit was done, or they don't never know what's going on with that. And yet we leaving it into the hands of people that couldn't even figure that out in their own city. You feel me? And the whole Tupac situation, man, with Keefy D coming out and saying it was Orlando and stuff like that. Baby Lane was involved. He said the streets already knew that. You know what I'm saying? That he was the one that pulled the trigger or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, think about it. If it wasn't no Keefy D, you probably would have never known that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I be saying, man, you gotta ask questions and stuff of that nature, man. So when I see people doing work with David Gross, my question is, do y'all really trust this individual after seeing what's all the stuff going on? You feel what I'm saying? It's like the same thing that was going on with Birdman and stuff with business, with Lil Wayne. When Lil Wayne was kept saying he wasn't getting his right due, he wasn't getting paid the money he deserved to get paid, we all looked around and tried to figure out what the heck is going on. If Birdman is close to a billionaire, why is he not paying Wayne his money? You feel what I'm saying? And I think the difference between them is that Wayne got his situation. He was able to reap the reward, but Nip ended up in a situation where he's no longer here, so that brings suspicion. You know what I'm saying? It's off the top, bro. Like, everybody got their opinion on how they feel about certain situations, man. And like I say, man, the cover-up ain't going to be able to be covered up because it's too many cameras, it's too much information, and everything's being put out there in the out front. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, either we gonna get the answers one way or another. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, they doing the memorial thing for him. I think that's a beautiful thing. You feel me? But at the same time, bro, I still want to know is Sam and his family getting all those things, the Victor 90, the Marathon store, all that stuff, is that going to the family? You feel what I'm saying? If his name was on all that property and stuff, is they gonna have it? You know what I mean? I still haven't seen a statement or report or anything coming from this guy. But yet all these rappers and people are trusting in this man and putting money with this man. My thing is, how do y'all know y'all can trust an individual that said that Nip couldn't get the thing because of credit or he was a felon? What do him being a felon get anything to do with that if he got millions of dollars in the bank? You know what I'm saying? And then my whole thing is, if he was a part of this stuff, why is his name ain't no name? I don't get it, man. I don't understand it, bro. I just don't get that part. After you got it, you own it, why you don't put his name on it? You know what I'm saying? Because you already own the place now. So it's like, I just don't get that point. You know what I'm saying? If somebody can explain it to me, I would love them to explain that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's still doing business with him and stuff of that nature. And I just don't know why. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I can't dig it, dog. I'm out of here. Billionaire Charlie, man. Hit that like, the subscribe button.